What if there was something powerful and ridiculously simple that you could do right now to bring the energy, the reality of Geula, of total godly revelation into this world and into your life right now? Check it out. We're going to look at this inside because this is so powerful. I want us to see this together. This is a talk of Lubavitcher Rebbe on Koach Sivan, the strength, the 28th of the month of Sivan, which is the month of the giving of the Torah. So it's an entire talk, and we're going to look at one point together that's super powerful. עד שלמעשה טובים כאילו, שאין דבר נפרד מין, והיא לבשר אחד. אלו מעשים טובים, שעל ידי יודם נעשה יהודי גופו נשמתו. שותף לקדוש ברוך הוא. So this is the idea that we are partners with God in creation. We are basar echad, like one flesh. But the way Hashem created the world, it's really this love story between Him and the Jewish people, between God and Knesset Israel, between our souls and God, and not just our souls, but all of us. And what is this story unfolding? Is this ultimate dream of having a home. It says in the Zohar, the core text of Kabbalah, that was written not so far from here actually, that what is the entire purpose of creation? Zohar gives 5 reasons for the purpose of creation. And the core one is that God desires to have a home in this world. What's a home? It's not a building, it's not a mall, it's not a park, it's a home. It's where your essence shines. It's where a husband, a wife, a bride and groom can really be connected and have their own space, have this energy of intimacy. And so Hashem desires to have this intimate, real, deep, raw relationship with us. And so Hashem didn't just make us these receivers. He made us His partners. He made it that we're not just creator and creation. We are bride and groom, chassan and kala. We are partners in creation. And so much a part of bringing Geula, bringing this ultimate redemption. What is that ultimate redemption? It's having a home together in this world. That's what Mashiach is. It's God's presence fully manifest in this world and us having the vessel to actually receive that connection. So how do we tap into this? Or what's our part in this rather? Shotav l'kadosh baruch hu. We're partners with the Holy and Blessed be He. B'ofen shel his achdus, the way of unity. B'chol nyanei shel kadosh baruch hu. In all matters that are God's matters. B'ofen shel b'chol nyanei shel kivir kol v'ikar. Like all the main things. B'havas ha'geula v'mitis v'shema. Okay, so there's different types of partnership. A partial partnership, this, that. Hashem's saying anything that it's God's business, it's really our business as the Jewish people. God is saying, you're my partner, you're my wife, and therefore you're saying everything is real. So of course, in the main thing, what's the main thing? The main thing is the purpose of creation, building this home together. Of course, Hashem needs our willingness. And why is this different than anything else that's ever happened in history? Why does Hashem need our willingness in this way? Because when it comes to the level of connection, relationship, there's no forcing something, right? As someone, a marriage has to be both ways, right? It's a consent. It comes from a place of desire and will and wanting to be connected. So Hashem just forces Mashiach on us. Hashem just forces His presence. It's not what Hashem's looking for. Hashem's looking to be invited in. That's what it means that we're Hashem's partner. Our job is to actually receive this relationship. Let's continue. To bring the complete and ultimate redemption. For Hashem to bring this in fullness, right? To have the Geula Shlema Mitis, the total ultimate redemption. There's a Beis Hamikdash, there's a King Mashiach, there's peace in the world, there's miracles, okay? The full deal, the full things of what it means for this world to become a home. What does Hashem need? Who's a koch kaviyachol? Hashem needs, so to speak. Kaviyachol, so to speak, is in brackets. It could also be interpreted as kaviyachol. It is possible to say this, right? So strengthening this idea that what does Hashem need? Hishtafut shel kol echad Yisrael. He needs our partnership of every single one of Israel. V'daka b'tor neshama b'toch neshama b'guf. Not just the neshamas in the higher realms, the tzaddikim who have passed. No, Hashem needs every single Jew that's in a body in this world. We are the ones who say it really matters. Through our work and our actions, bringing the Geula. Okay, so we did the work. We put in the effort. It's been 3,000 plus years of Torah mitzvahs. We have really invested in this relationship. We have shown Hashem that we want it. What do we just need to do? Yaskim. We need to agree that Geula is here. Hashem needs our permission. Hashem's like, is Geula here? And we just need to go, yes. Yes, Geula is here. And more than this, we need to desire and proclaim. And we're going to come back to what these three things are, but let's just finish the paragraph. Shelo rak shia hagia zman gulasem. And not just the time, what do we need to agree, desire, and proclaim, these three things, not just that the time for redemption has come, is sheshana kavara geula b'pashtus, that we are actually in geula in the most simple fact of the matter way right now. K'medaber le'el is mentioned above, earlier in the text, she'geula hi milashon gilui. Geula is the language of revelation. Hagilui defilo shalom. The revelation of the master of the world, the Geula, the way we've revealed Hashem in our work in these times of concealment. So what is being said here is that what is Geula? What is this redemption? If you break down the word, Geula is connected to the word Gilui, revelation. Anywhere that we are able to point and say, I see Hashem in my life, I see Geula, I see Hashem in my personal life, I see Hashem in my marriage, I see Hashem in my inner work, I feel Hashem in my breath, I see Hashem in the Torah I'm learning, I feel Hashem in nature, I see Hashem in the world events and the prophecies that are happening and coming true before our eyes. I see Hashem, it's a revelation, it's no longer concealed. So being able to just say that and say, what does Hashem need? Hashem needs, he can't force Geula on us. He needs us to be asking. First of all, to agree, to acknowledge. And second of all, it says to desire. And this is a really funny thing. Of course we want Geula. That's all we talk about. We just want Geula. Like, what else do we want? Like, who doesn't want to build this world to a home for Hashem? Who doesn't want the fulfillment of a project, a shared Jewish project we've been working on for thousands of years? Of course that's what we want. But that also means like letting go, like anything that's still gullus, anything that's still the pain and the victimhood and the bad memories of the past and all of that means I have to let that go because I am focused and desiring on something else. And when I'm desiring something, my ratzon, right? The idea of ratzon, our will, wherever a person is, that's whatever a person desires, there they are. That's what the Holy Baal Shem Tov teaches. And so being fully in that desire, not in my desire for materialism without godliness, not in my desire for being right, not in my desire for ego, not in my desire to hold on to the pain of the past. A pure desire of all I want is Hashem. That's all I want. All I want is this relationship. I am a bride, a kala, ready for my chatan, ready for my groom. We are the Jewish people ready for Hashem to have this ultimate marriage, which is Mashiach. I desire this. That is my desire. Yeah, just focusing on that desire. V'yachriz. And to announce and to talk about and to proclaim, to not be afraid to talk about Mashiach. And another talk from the same year, this is 1991, 1992, talks from the Rebbe. The Rebbe talks about how we're all shluchim to share with the world about Mashiach, to let the nations know, to let our friends and our neighbors know Mashiach is a real reality. And who doesn't want to know that the world is not random, it's just a ball in the sky? Like, we are in a divine gift called this world, which is designed to be a garden, a home for this relationship, not just for the Jewish people, but for every single person in creation in this world. And so we get to be the announcers of redemption. Like, is there a better merit? Is there a better opportunity? Is there a better moment to be standing? To let go of any embarrassment of how someone might look at us. So people love learning about Mashiach, bottom line. But letting that go, like, I'm not, if you're getting married and you're like a little embarrassed of the dude you're marrying, you're not gonna want to invite people. You're like, I don't really know if I want to tell people about the wedding. That is not where we can be standing right now. We're all in on this relationship with Hashem, or we're not. This is a place of I am announcing that yes, the Jewish people are going back to its full reality of having a king and having a temple and godliness in the world. We are moving forward to redemption. This is our wedding with Hashem, and there needs to be no shyness and no embarrassment and no holding back in talking about this, because what else is there to talk about? Like, this is it. And when we're able to do this and start with the simpleness, so the Rebbe brings it back so simply, just look at your life and say, wow, where has there been constriction and now there's expansion? Where are they short of breath? Now I can breathe. Where have I seen Hashem revealed in my life? Talk about that. Talk about the personal Geula. Agree that you see Hashem in your life. And from there, build it up to be able to point to the world and say, wow, I see Geula in this world. And so we announce and we usher in this reality. You know, this reminds me of the idea of like the moon. The Jewish people, we set the calendar, we set time. God gave us this ability. When is the new moon? When the two witnesses would come to the base of Mikdash and say, it's a new moon. We set a reality. When is it Mashiach? When we declare it, Mashiach is here. When we say, Hine, Hine, Mashiach ba. When we're able to tap into there's amazing Yalkut Shimoni, a medrash on Tanakh that teaches about this idea of right before you the year that King Mashiach will be crowned, the year of ultimate Geula Shlema, the whole world is going to be in chaos, the whole world is going to be at war, and it's this chaotic time. And we're going to be like, where do we come? Where do we go? And Hashem is saying to us, right? It was a prophecy for us to know about now in this time. My children, do not be afraid. All I've done is for you. Humble ones. It's the time for your redemption. This idea of not being afraid by the turmoil of the world, by the intensity in our own lives and the intensity in the world, but actually realizing, no, this is proof that this is a moment to declare Mashiach here and now, to declare Geula here and now, and to relax. Hashem's actually telling us, receive, relax, do not be afraid. Not for this running and this coming and this going and this fear and this anxiety. It's a moment to relax into this reality. And so, the Yaskim, we agree that Geula is here and now. We desire the Geula is here now. We proclaim the Geula is here now. And this is the kindest thing that we can do for the entire Jewish people, the entire world, because we are the gatekeepers. We are partners with the creator of this world, and only we can invite Hashem in with our permission. So l'chaim to you for taking the time to listen to this and for receiving Geula today, here, and now. Thank you.